Oh, okay, hello. I'd like just go over a few slides. I want to break this up into like 4 different parts so we don't get too far into it and you get bored and fall asleep and all that good stuff. But you shouldn't fall asleep really. Let's just get started here. Of course, this is going to be on my YouTube channel. Ed's going to be loading some of his stuff later on, so that's just get here. I once slid down a hill and ended up in a creek, but that's okay. Ed once fell into a creek and spilled his coffee. This hill here, this was it was the first hill mound excavated, and this is actually where they get the name of the, guess what? Adena. This is the Adena mansion, and this was what they called the Adena mound, because that's the culture that everybody takes from, is the Adena. This is where it all started. Right here at this mound is where the name Adena was labeled to this culture. Adena is a culture. It is not the people. It is the culture. Okay, and then there's 33 burials were found in this mound, by the way. And by the way, this mound was taken off and hauled off into a railroad for railroad fill. So there we have it. And this one is at Miamisburg, West Virginia. It's 79 feet high. There's now, if you go there, there's none of these trees are on that mound anymore. They cut them all down, and there's no trees on this mound. So, and this is a postcard that someone sent somebody, or if someone took a picture of this, and this is what they get. But this is the mound down in West Virginia. Again, this isn't an Adena mound. This is part of their culture, building these big conical mounds like that. It's part of their culture. Okay, did I hit the wrong thing? I think I did. Yep. Okay, this is one in Miamisburg. I've been up on top of this. It's a nice little walk up there. And when they excavated this, it actually came down. Usually what they do is they start cutting off slices like this. So they'll start cutting into it slices like this, and they'll keep going down like this. What they did is they actually dug down into the center of this and then dug into the sides. And they found a couple burials in that. And again, this isn't an Adena mound. This is their type of thing that they did, build these. I'm not going to explain now and going into the part about how these mounds got this big. But what you have in this record here, I'm just going to give you a hint here. What they have in this record here is you have them digging down into this, and they say, oh, we dug down so far and hit clay, then we hit ashes, then we dug down a little bit more to hit clay, then we hit ashes. Just think about that. Native Americans did not bury most of their dead, they were cremated. Now I want you to think about that for a while. And this one here is in the plains in Ohio. This one has not been excavated, and the people are very adamant in not letting that happen. And I agree with them. It doesn't. We dug into enough of them. We know what's in there. The only reason why I would like to do that is if to have a bunch of people here to see if there's a giant in this one. Don't mean a 12-foot giant. I mean an 8-foot Andaste skeleton in there. That's the only reason why I would want to do it. But that stuff should be left alone now. Okay. I once got chased by a dog. The owner said it was friendly. I fell into a small stream in the middle of winter, got soaked, but that's okay. Ed fell into a creek once and spilled his coffee. Ed's my co-author and stuff like that, if you don't know who Ed is. I said I could go on with large conical mounds, but this is just one of the characteristics of this people, and you would just go to sleep and fall out of your chairs, and I'd have to bring you back up. But remember, this is part of their culture, the Adena culture. These big conical mounds is part of their culture. Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, whenever you see these big conical mounds, that was part of their culture. And here's another part of their culture, was stone mounds. They would make stone mounds or overlay a mound in stone. There was a coon path. There's a mound in Coon Path that was overlaid in stone. Most of the stones are gone now. And this one here is at Tarleton Cross. This mound here is stone. It's about 5 foot high. I have a video of that. It's on the other ones. But this is about 5 foot high. Someone one time tore all this apart. I don't know what they was looking for. A crystal skull. Don't get me going on that, the crystal skull thing. They can actually hydrate them skulls now, and the most they can get them dated back to is 1897. That's the furthest they can get them dated back to. Because now you can take crystal and you can tell when it's been worked on. and they've all been worked on about around 1897. Now there's other crystals in museums, like from Egypt and other places, that they do date back to that time period. So just think of that now. Just keep that in mind with the crystal skulls. And I hit the wrong thing again. And there. This is Glenford Fort. I was standing down, well, the only time I was there, and I took a picture up this way. A lot of people take this picture standing here at this part, because if you stand over more to your right, this tree here blocks it, that tree was probably wasn't there 200 years ago, or 1,000 years ago. But I want you to notice the stone here and this stone here. That little ridge here you see on that is common. I'm not going to go too much into that, but it is common with the Dinas or the Andastes. That is a common practice with them people and that culture. And here's the stone mound there on Glenford, and the cut is right in there. But the cut in, so you just this is Glenford. This is up on top of it. That's a pretty good spot, pretty big. And stuff like that. So there is a stone mound up there, so that gives it away as being a Dana site. Okay, it's Glenford Fort, and the stone walls. Again, I could bore you with all the fortified hills. Fort Hill and Shawnee Overlook are just two. Overlooks and stone structures are also characteristics of these people. Okay, another thing is their line of sight. This was just one of them. This one here goes from Ripley, and you can go right through here and start right here. Here's Serpent Mound, and here's High Point Overlook. Here's Chillicothe. That's close to the college. That's Chillicothe, and right there is Tarleton Cross and Standing Stone, Mount Pleasant. And there's actually a couple other ones in between here, but that's just that line of sight that goes clear up here to Miami's. The stone right here, 70 up there, Brownsville, up in that area, up in there. So you got that line of sight there. And there was also another one up the Miami River. There's also one up the Muskingum. There's lines of sight. They actually went from hilltop to hilltop up the Muskingum. So, but that's just another characteristics of these people, and they had a very unique way of signaling each other. The fire. And you can get with Ed and see how also they also used mica and iron pyrite. That's fool's gold. Okay, this is where I'm probably going to end up in this one here, and later on you can look into the next one with the serpents, stones, stars, and spirits. So I'm going to cut this off here and break this video up here and stop this one and continue on later on. And thank you very much.